Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys all about my new thing I want to do on YouTube. I recently got engaged, so I've been kind of like obsessed with everything about weddings and how to plan a wedding and how to do it affordably. So recently I've been looking like on YouTube and Pinterest on different tips and methods on how to plan a wedding because it can be really stressful. Honestly, no one ever told me how stressful planning a wedding is, especially when you're doing it in a way that I'm doing it. Well, my fiance and I are doing it because we're paying for everything ourselves. So we are trying our hardest to find the best ways to save money, but still obviously have a beautiful wedding, which is really important to me. I've been trying to find like YouTubers who've gotten married affordably and all of that stuff, but it's just really hard because the one thing that I've realized in this whole entire process, I mean, I've only been engaged since December, but I've realized that people will spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a wedding, which if you have the money, I mean, whatever. But I can't bring myself to spend that much money on a wedding. I'm kind of gonna do a series all about me planning my wedding and all the things that I'm doing kind of to save money and tips and tricks that I like find along the way and also mistakes that I've done. Basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do different kind of series based on the topics that I'm kind of like handling at the moment. Today in this video, I'm gonna talk to you guys about how I found my venue, the kind of slip up or mess up that we had with our first venue that we initially had chosen. And yeah, so the other videos I'm gonna do are gonna be about floral because people spend like thousands of dollars on flowers that are gonna die. So I have decided to be a florist. Well, I have decided to be a YouTube florist or figure out how to do flowers on YouTube. I'm gonna talk to you guys about like how I'm gonna do that and kind of how I practice making a bouquet with cheap flowers. So that's another video. I'm gonna do a video on engagement pictures and photography and how to find an affordable photographer. The kind of makeup I kind of like did on my engagement pictures and like what I thought about it after I got the pictures back. I guess I also want to do videos about makeup and like how I want to do my makeup on that day and products I'm trying. I kind of want to steer away from like solely beauty videos because like that's kind of how I started my channel, and I realized really quickly that I don't have the desire nor passion to buy makeup all the time. B, it's just too much. I still like makeup, but like I just don't want to do it all the time. And so I'm gonna try and make my channel more like, I'm gonna do this wedding series, and then I'm also going to kind of do vlog style videos. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. I'm just testing things out. Okay, so this is, I guess, what you can call my wedding bell series. So let's go ahead and get started all about venues. So venues is the topic today. So that is obviously a huge part of your wedding. That's what you're basically basing the whole entire thing off of. Initially, my fiance and I had decided that we were going to wait to get married July 2019. So I guess almost 2 years after our engagement. And we started looking at venues in the month of December. I just wanted to get like a feel for what kind of venue I wanted. So first of all, I live in Dallas. Everything is so expensive, especially if you're gonna get married in the city or in Fort Worth. It's just crazy. So not only is everything expensive, everything is a freaking barn. Like, I get it, we're from Texas and we got the whole country thing going on, but every single wedding venue that Ben and I were looking for was a barn, which there's nothing wrong with having a barn wedding. I think barn weddings are beautiful. My best friend actually just had a barn wedding and I loved it, but that's just not what I wanted, and it's not like what we were looking for. The vibe that we're trying to go for is, I guess, kind of like modern industrial-ish. So we were trying to find a place that kind of fit that style that we wanted. One day I came across a venue right in like the design district of Dallas. It had everything I wanted. It was upstairs and downstairs. It had a lot of like decor, and the top where you had the ceremony and the actual reception like overlooked all of downtown Dallas. It was literally just perfect. As soon as I walked in, I was like, oh my God, I love this place. I don't want to look anywhere else. I fell in love. First of all, I had not even looked at any other place other than online. So we went and I was like instantly in love. I guess I should have kind of told y'all like a background of like how many people are in our wedding and all that stuff and like budget wise. So let me just retract real quick. We are gonna have about 80 to 90 people at our wedding, roughly, I think. And we do not want to spend more than $20,000 on a wedding. Like I just can't. Like that's just too much. So that's kind of like a little bit of a background. So anyways, so we go to this place and you know, she's showing us everything and I'm like, yes, I love it. Let's talk money. So we sit down with her and she kind of explains to us that catering is done with them and bar is done with them as well, and it's per head, and also we have to rent every single chair, every single linen, every single fork, every single cup, like everything is rented individually. Okay, so I don't know anything about weddings. This is my first wedding, so I'm like, okay, this is fine. She sends us this like kind of proposal and I am able to see how much it's going to cost for us to get married there. It was going to cost around, I think, 15,000 just for the basic wedding things: food, beverage, tables, linens, forks, and all that stuff, and that's it. So yeah, so we were just kind of like I think I was just getting ahead of myself, thinking that, you know, it was okay, that this was the perfect place for us. I loved it. But Ben and I kind of like came back and we were just talking about how spending that much money on just the venue, and you know, we still needed obviously DJs, photographers, dessert, all that stuff, was just not something that we were both willing to do. So we ended up scratching that place and I was like back to square one. It was so stressful, and we decided to end up not getting married in July 2019 and doing it this December 2018. We were like, okay, we need a venue. So we ended up finding the perfect venue. It's such a cute place. It has everything we want, and it's something that we can afford. I think when you're looking for a venue, you really need to find a venue that you know fits your style and that you love. Because if you are going to be paying money for something, then you need to make sure you like what you're paying the money for. Whenever you're looking at venues, you really have to think about not only like what does the venue look like, what does it include? So for example, the venue that we ended up going with, it's already like so cute and it's perfect for the amount of people that we're gonna have at our wedding. But it also comes, like the whole entire package was $8,000, which is still a lot of money. And I know it's still a lot of money, but it's better than where we were at with $15,000. And that $8,000 comes with our venue, all tables, all linens, food for 80 to 90 people, a day of coordinator, the ceremony being there. That is so much more affordable than it being $15,000. So with alcohol, our venue allows BYOB. So basically we're gonna buy our alcohol and take it to them, and then they are going to serve it. So that's also included in our package. So to me, it seems so much more smart to go with a venue like that. I think what's important is maybe trying to find a venue that lets you have outside catering or catering that you don't have to do like a minimum. That's, I think, another tip that I would definitely look into. And also looking for venues that don't charge you for every single thing. Like my old venue, I mean, it was never my venue, but the venue that I really wanted, they were charging us for each teaspoon, each cutting knife, each cake plate, each cup. So it was just adding up like crazy. While this venue has all that stuff included in its package, and it's still a really cute venue. I have some videos or pictures that I can insert so you guys can see it. My third tip that I would give you guys is really making sure that you read that contract before you sign it. So once you sign a contract for a venue, you are like set. And so I think it's important to know the date that you want and not go back on it, because you can't after you sign that contract. Reading through the contract, so like for example, my venue, they do not allow me to have specific type of candles. So I'm really glad that I read that on my contract, because imagine if I hadn't and I showed up to my venue and they were like, you can't have this, you know, that would have really made me like upset. Also feeling comfortable with the person that you're doing business with. The lady who owns my venue is also my day of coordinator, and I just instantly felt like really comfortable with her. I just could tell she was not trying to like screw us over, and I don't know, I just really liked her. So I was really happy because she gave me kind of like a good feeling. And obviously you're going to be working with them for a year or however long your engagement is. So you kind of have to like them. My fourth thing that I would say is making sure that you take tons of pictures of the venues, because once you see your venue and once you lock it down and all of that stuff, you're not going to see it honestly that many more times. So it's like really important to take pictures of the venue, and I mean everything, because when I'm planning and buying things for decor, I'm not overbuying or I'm not forgetting about specific places in the venue that need some sort of decor. And I think it's important for you to take other people with you when you're looking at your venue. I mean, obviously the first time you can go with your fiance, because at the end of the day, it's your guys' decision. But then afterwards, it's kind of nice to take maybe your bridesmaids and your mom or your fiance's mom, whoever, to kind of like scope out the place. For me, it's my mom, because she's like really good at decorating, and she also works at a hotel and does weddings, so she kind of knows about all that stuff. Those are kind of my tips on, well, that was actually like a really rambly video. So that's kind of like where I'm at in the wedding process planning. I did order my save the dates, and they're gonna be here tomorrow. We took our engagement pictures. So I think my next video is gonna be kind of showing you guys my save the dates and talking to you guys about like who did our, well, not who, but like how we found our photographer for our engagement pictures, the style that we wanted of photography, which is very important. And then, yeah, just kind of walking you guys through like makeup on your engagement pictures. So I think that's gonna be my next video. And like I said, I'm just gonna be doing a kind of series. I'm also going to be doing DIY kind of style videos. That's why I said I'm not really gonna be doing sit down videos all the time. Sometimes I'm gonna be doing kind of vlogging style videos, which honestly is kind of like what I wanna do anyways, because setting this up is just too much. But yeah, I'm gonna make these letters, these marquee letters for our dance floor in our venue. And so I'm gonna kind of show you guys how I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that during my spring break, so stay tuned for that. So anyways, yeah, I'm really excited about this series. I think being engaged is so much fun, but it's really stressful. And I feel that if you really wanna do it in an affordable manner, that there are like certain things that you don't need, and you don't have to get sucked into like, you know, all these things you see on Instagram and all this stuff, because honestly, realistically, 50% of people cannot afford that. And if you're the 50% that can, well then you go on and keep spending. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Please click the like and subscribe button so that you can get notifications of when I upload. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.